Hello, everyone, and welcome to LETS, Learning English Through Stories. My name is Dan. Today, we're going to talk about a very important skill that many English learners struggle with, understanding native English speakers when they speak fast. If you've ever watched a movie or a YouTube video and felt like the words were moving too quickly, you are not alone. It's a very common problem. The English you learn in a book is often different from the English that people speak in real life. But don't worry. This is a problem you can solve. With the right tips and some practice, you can train your ears to catch and understand natural, fast English. So get ready to listen. In the next few minutes, I'll give you a few key tips and a simple plan to help you improve your listening skills and feel more confident. Are you ready? Let's begin. So, why does fast English sound so difficult to understand? The main reason is something called connected speech. When native speakers talk, they don't say every word separately. They join words together. This is a natural part of the language, and it makes conversation flow faster and sound smoother. But for learners, it can sound like one long word with no breaks. Let's look at some examples. In a book, you read the words, "What are you doing?" But in real life, a native speaker might say, "What you doing?" The words "what are" and "you" are all connected, and the G at the end of doing disappears. Your brain, which is looking for the words "what are" and "you" separately, gets confused. Another common example is the phrase "I'm going to." In spoken English, this often becomes "I'm gonna." The words "going" and "to" are joined to become a new sound. When you hear "gonna," you have to know it means going to. Your ears need to learn these new sounds. Connected speech also happens with questions. For example, "Did you eat?" often sounds like "Did you eat?" The D and Y sounds connect to make a J sound. These little changes are very important. They are the keys to understanding fast English. You need to train your brain to hear the connected sounds as single words. The more you listen to them, the easier it becomes. In the next part, I'll give you a simple exercise you can do to train your ears. Now that you understand connected speech, let's talk about how you can practice it. One of the best ways to train your ears is a technique called shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to a short piece of audio and repeat it immediately, like an echo. It helps your brain and your mouth get used to the natural rhythm and sounds of English. Here's how you do it. First, find a short video or podcast that is, about 1 minute long. Play just one sentence, then pause. Try to say the sentence exactly as you heard it. Try to copy the speed, the tone, and the rhythm. The rhythm is the musical part of a sentence, where the sounds are long or short, high or low. For example, I'll say a sentence slowly first, then at a natural speed. Try to listen for the rhythm. She has a new car. She's got a new car. Did you hear how the first part, "she's got," is faster? Let's try one more. I want to go to the park. I want to go to the park. You don't need to understand every word at first. Just try to feel the rhythm of the sentence. Your brain will start to recognize the patterns, and it will get faster at understanding. Do this for just 5 minutes every day. You will start to hear a big difference over time. In the next part, we'll talk about another important technique, listening for groups of words, not single words. Now, let's talk about another great technique, chunking. People don't speak word by word. They speak in chunks or groups of words that go together. For example, instead of hearing "how are you" as 3 separate words, a native speaker's brain hears it as one single sound. How are you? When you practice listening, don't try to hear every single word. Instead, try to hear the whole chunk. Your brain will work faster if it recognizes these chunks. Think of them like a new, longer word. For example, a common chunk is, "Do you want to go?" It often sounds like, "Die, I want to go?" If you train your brain to hear the sound diawana, you'll understand it instantly. You can also use context to help you understand. Context means the situation or the words around the phrase. For example, if you are at a train station and you hear someone say, "I've got to get on the next train or I'll be late for work," you might not hear every word. But because you are at a train station, you can guess what the person is saying. The words train and late give you the meaning. Use the situation to help you. So, listen for chunks of words, not individual words, and use the context to help you fill in the missing parts. This will make your brain work faster and your listening skills stronger. In the final part, I will share one last piece of advice and some final thoughts. Finally, I want to talk about mindset. Learning to understand fast English isn't something that happens in one day. It takes time and practice. The most important thing is to be patient with yourself and not to give up. Remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. If you understand more today than you did yesterday, that is a big success. Celebrate your small victories. Maybe you understood one new phrase, or maybe you heard a word you didn't hear before. That's great. Every time you practice, your ears get stronger. So, here is your simple plan for success. Listen daily. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. Practice shadowing. Repeat what you hear to train your brain and mouth. Listen for chunks. Don't try to hear every single word. Use context. Think about the situation to help you understand. If you make English a part of your daily life, it will soon feel much more natural. You can listen to podcasts while you are walking or watch English movies while you are relaxing. Thank you for listening today. I hope this episode helps you feel more confident about your English listening skills. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to our channel, LETS, for more helpful tips. I'll see you in the next episode. Keep practicing and keep being curious.